Stop wasting your money on packs. Go to GameRushes.com. Get you some coins. Get that player that you want. At checkout, get a 6% discount by using the code HS. 6% discount and using the code HS. What's up, gamers? It's your boy, Launchpad 1412. Excited to be back with some Madden 20. This is 21? Yeah, 21 gameplay. We got an online ranked match versus a random opponent. My opponent has the New Orleans Saints. We have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Arguably my favorite team on the game. The Packers are in a close second. It's just something about the way Aaron Rodgers throws the ball, man. I don't know. I'm trying to get Aaron Rodgers on my ultimate team as well, the 94 overall. So we're going to see how that goes. But as you can see, I think this is a classic. I believe this is a classic. So I'm putting classic up there. Good game. Very good game. I wasn't really sure how good the game was going to be at first to a degree, but you know, by the time it ended, it was pretty sound, man. So as you can see, we're coming up the field, doing a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of run, a little bit of pass. I kind of mixed it up this game. Lately, you guys are going to see that I've been passing the ball a lot because I don't take this game that seriously, man. I really don't. Like, if I take the game 100% serious, I would run probably 60% of the time and throw 40% of the time. But it's not always as fun, and the game is so random to me, especially when it comes to the trajectory, that it's just hard for me to take it 100% serious. But it doesn't mean I'm not going to try to win. You know, I want to make that clear. It doesn't mean that I'm not going to try to win. I'm just saying, like, I'm going to do something that's a little bit more funner, a little bit more different than what I do. Look at that play right there. Even though he doesn't catch it. Ball hit him right on top of the head, on top of the helmet. But, you know, I'm just having a little bit more fun. And I think it's making my gameplays more exciting because you guys know I'm probably going to beat most people because I play really sound, especially with the run game and all that. You know, switching up the running backs and, you know, giving myself the best opportunity to win. But, you know, if I go in modes, this is just a phase where I throw the ball a lot. I'm probably going to throw a couple picks here and there because of how the trajectory is. And things is going to be a little bit different as we stop them right there. I was so shocked we stop them. Usually when someone only has 1 yard to go, it's usually impossible to stop them in this game. So I'll definitely take that. But yeah, like I was saying, you know, just doing something a little bit different. And I think it's going to be more challenging. I think the games are going to be more exciting for you guys. And it's kind of funny because I'm actually going up against people that are throwing the ball just as much as I am for the most part. So I got some fun games coming up, man. For real, I got some. So stay tuned to this channel. I got some wild and crazy games coming up. So definitely look out for that. At any rate, you know, we up 7, trying to go up 2 possessions, end up getting sacked right there again, man. I'm like, man, this New Orleans Saints defensive line is snapping, man. So 4th for 18, of course, we decided to go for the field goal right here, and that's money, man. I don't miss too many field goals, at least not now. But in the beginning of the year, I think everybody missed field goals because the field goal kick was, I don't know, something was wrong with it. I don't know what was wrong with it. I don't know how in the world you mess up the field goal kick, but okay. As you can see, 10-0, and that's why I said earlier. That's earlier why I said, like, I wasn't sure, you know, this is going to be a classic or this is going to be a good game. Because at this point, I kind of feel like I had the game in hand. Even though he did get the ball at half, let's see what he can do, man. 3rd down and 8, it goes over the middle, and see that right. See, and that's what I'm talking about right there. Now, that's Levante David, right? Who is arguably, I would say even now, as we get the sack right there. Woo! We almost got that pickup, man. If we'd have picked that up and ran that for 6, I think I'd have been game. Levante David, who was arguably one of the best linebackers in the game, maybe of all time, maybe. I don't know. I know he's a very sound. All time might be a stretch, but I know he's a very sound linebacker. And he didn't even tip that pass. I'm like, come on, EA. He just threw it like right over his head or something. I'm like, come on now. Drew Brees is 5'9". He ain't that fast. I'm not saying not that fast, but he ain't that tall, but he can just throw it over Devontae's head like that. I'm like, you guys are killing me. At any rate, 2nd down and 10. My opponent almost gets the 1st down, but look at this. We end up getting the ball back on the quarterback sneak. Man, I remember when the quarterback sneak was unstoppable, but we end up getting it back right here. Mike Evans with the play, trying to find a way to get into the end zone and get as much yards as he can, and he does. Toss to the right, LaShawn McCoy. We let LaShawn McCoy get a couple touches, man. Like, why not, man? Toss to the left. We hit Gronk, man. Gronk in the club. Yeah, number 87. You know, good catch. Way to get some yards. And look at this right here, man. That was a good pick. I tried to throw it in between the seams. I didn't know he was going to jump like that. If I know he was, but that's another thing where it's kind of like, how am I supposed to anticipate that was going to happen? You know, like, who would anticipate that? Like, Problem Right wouldn't even anticipate that, man. Like, I don't know, man. It's a game, though. It is a game, so that's another thing that I always try to keep in mind. And, you know, it's not the easiest to make an 11 player simulation game. You know, that's not the easiest thing to do, as he gets a touchdown right there, which I also felt like shouldn't have happened. What is the safety doing? Is he giving him a hug? Like, I don't know what the safety was doing right there. Why not get in front of him? Like, it would make the most sense to get in front of him as he forced a punt. And now we have a game. We have a game here now. Punting with 2 minutes left to go into the game. Now, he had the ball. He's got to try to come down here and at least get a field goal to tie it. Let's see what he can do. Throws to the left hand right side right there. Alvin Kamara, man, straight beast, man. Of course he's going to catch that, man. He's pretty much impossible to stop. Running wise, passing wise. We use the Saints, man. Utilize him to the best of your ability, and I believe my opponent is starting to realize that as of right now in this segment. Those over the middle, wide open, good play with my opponent. And that was a really nice, good, crisp pass right there. Good play. He ran some reason he stuttered. I bet you that stutter was not his fault. I bet the game just did that. It does that sometimes when you're running the ball, or when you're catching the ball out the backfield. Every once in a while they'll do a random stutter. I'm like, that never happened on the PS3. I swear it didn't, man. People just caught the ball and left and kept going. I don't know why they can't do that in this game. I don't know. It's so weird. I just like, man, I'm not trying to complain too much about the game, but I'm just like, man, I know people used to catch and stride and go. 16 seconds left. Right here, oh, my boy Mike, guys, I'm like, Mikey. 3rd down and 10. Go deep again. We kind of had no choice to go deep right here. We don't getting picked off. I mean, I don't know. One-on-one, you would think my man would bat that down or something. The boy, a good one. I don't know. You know, nowadays, wide receivers do try to bat the ball down so don't get picked off. I expected a little bit better fight, but we have overtime. We have overtime right here. And it's all good, man. And this is what you guys, want to see when you come to a Madden game. Don't get me wrong. I saw some blowouts sometimes. I saw myself getting blown out. I saw myself blowing out opponents or beating them by 14. And some of them games have good plays too. But I think deep down when you click on that Madden video, this is what you want to see. You want to see an overtime game, or you want to see a game that comes down to the wire, or a game with a lot of passing yards and just some sound gameplay, man. Seeing somebody have some fun, man, and I believe that's what you guys are seeing when you click on my channel, man. 3rd down and 8. My opponent goes to the left, and NCL, boy, looking good. Nah, not the Billy Ray, but almost. That wasn't good, Billy Ray. We want to wrap the middle, man, and we take this game. I can't even believe. I couldn't even believe what was going on, man. When I got that pick, I was like, wow, he picked it off. I was shocked because of just how the game is, but man, shout out to my opponent, man. Much love, much respect, man. I think he played a sound game, man. I think he was pretty sound. I think he had a little bit of a bad game. I really think he had a little bit of a bad game. He was making some pretty good reads, throughout the game. I can normally tell when I'm playing somebody that's sound, good, or great. And I think this guy was pretty sound. I know somebody. I know when I'm playing somebody that's bad. I would say I'm a good player. I wouldn't say I'm a great player. I would say I'm a good player. I think this guy is sound. I think in a 7-game series, I probably beat him like 6 times. I mean, for 4 times. I think it was 4-2, but yeah, man. Shout out to him one more time, man. You guys are the greatest subscribers on the planet. This is your boy Launchpad 1412, and I'm out.